4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, people? This is Dre Morissette with the Dre Morissette podcast. I'm back at you with a new episode. Everybody was like, yo, when you coming with a new episode? Well, it's here, God damn it. Listen, I want to thank everybody that I possibly can within the sound of my voice who's decided to subscribe to this channel, the Dre Morissette podcast. I'm appreciative. I don't know if people who, when they get subscribers, do they consistently be appreciative to the people that they get? Do they let y'all know, hey man, I appreciate everybody who's taken the time to say, you know what he's saying is very, very interesting. So I'm gonna subscribe to his channel. So I'm grateful to everybody. I'm grateful to everybody who leaves a comment, even though some of y'all comments be based on your emotions. You got to get out of your emotions when you speak. If something doesn't apply to you, it shouldn't cause you to get emotional. You know what I'm saying? If there's a woman on the podcast or there's a woman saying something like, all men are dogs, all men cheat, this and that, that don't apply to me. So I don't get in my emotions because that's not me. It's only when people feel like that it resonates with you is what cause you to have any kind of anger. So I don't get it. But back to what I was saying, I'm glad that everybody's having comments to say. I'm appreciative to people liking what I'm saying, and I'm appreciative to people just viewing and looking at the podcast because I want to be a podcast. I want to be in my own lane, and that's the lane. My own lane is speaking the truth, talking about different stuff, and not being filtered, not being unauthentic. I'm very authentic on who I am. People who are close to me know I'm like this. I talk this way to those who I'm close with. I have these conversations with friends of mine who give me insight and vice versa. So I'm glad that everybody is liking and subscribing. Let's continue to get these numbers up. Let's continue to move up the ladder because my whole goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, by the grace of God. So again, I'm very appreciative to everybody. There's one there's one comment that a young lady made on the letter to Black women, and I'm gonna say this to her. She wrote a 7-paragraph comment, right? It's like I said earlier. If something doesn't resonate with you, it should never allow you to get that deep into your emotions. And what I like to do all the time when I'm talking, when I have an episode, I always use a disclaimer. I want to make it myself clear when I'm saying I'm not talking about everybody or this, that, and other. I put a disclaimer out. So when somebody's, it's really for people to say, before you make a comment, he's already said he's not talking about everybody or he's not talking about this specific sort of people or whatever. So you shouldn't have to come off emotional. But some people just, their emotions and everything. And I appreciate her making that, leaving a comment, but you gotta take your emotions out of it and listen to the message because I always got a message in my podcast. Period. Every episode. As you can see, I got my new background, my new studio in the house. I just completed this. I got the whole gaming system. I got the gaming system desk, the L shape. I got all the microphones where they need to be. I got my chair. So I'm real comfortable, man. I'm liking the setup. You got to invest into what you're doing. Always invest into what you're doing because if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell will? So I'm doing just that, just like I would do any other thing that I got going on. So this show is going to be an interesting show, and if you want to hear that real shit, I'm going to kick that real shit to you today. Because I got something I got to get off my chest that I found very, very interesting. And I was kind of like in my feelings. And I'm going to tell you why. What I'm beginning to understand, people love to see drama. People love to see ignorant shit. And it's becoming like the stuff that is so important for people to absorb, they don't want to absorb it. But the stuff that you don't need to absorb, people absorbing the shit out of that. And that's funny to me because it's like, Why are you allowing yourself to be, you filling your brain up with toxicity, but you won't fill your brain up with knowledge? So I put out an episode about 2 weeks ago, and it was had one of my good friends. His name is Mantel. He weighed 500 pounds, right? And he lost the weight. He got down to like 240, 250. He used to be on a walker, bad knees, was eating terrible. Wife was like, man, I'm just waiting for you to probably die because you're not changing anything. He changed his whole life around, became an avid swimmer and everything. But when I looked at the views, I'm like, nobody wants to see this? How you not be inspired by that? How you not be inspired by somebody weighing 500 pounds and they transforming their life and they stop doing the things they doing that cause them to be where they at in that point in their life? How do you not be inspired by that? But I realized people don't want to see stuff that makes them feel good, that makes them think, that makes them evolve. People want to see this ignorant shit. People want to do ignorant shit. People want to see ignorant shit. People want to see people setting themselves on fire, jumping off shit, arguing and fighting in stores and just doing ignorant shit. I seen some ignorant shit today. It was a dude in Walmart, and he just took chocolate milk and some cereals and just poured it all over himself. You know how many views that got? Thousands. What is the purpose of that? But people are so apt to want to see that than they are to be inspired. So that got me to thinking. I was gonna call this show the ignorant shit you like. Jay-Z had a song called The Ignorant Shit You Like. And I believe the reason why I think he said he wrote that song is because when he dropping knowledge, people don't want to listen. But when you talking about I'm selling drugs and I'm wearing the fattest chain, I got the biggest car, biggest house. When you talking that, people want their ears perk up, but they don't want to hear the knowledge. So I was gonna call this show The Ignorant Shit You Like, but I'm just gonna say this show is about the shit that's pissing me off, that people find to be interesting. People are finding this shit to be interesting on social media. People are the worst shit you can do is seeming to be the best shit. And the ignorance is becoming a new acceptance, which is crazy to me. That the more ignorant you are, the more praises you get. The dumbest shit you can do, the more views you get, the more opportunities you get is doing the dumb shit. If you can jump off a 10-story building and land and maybe just break your leg, that's the shit that people want to see. We have become a society based on, go ahead and do that shit. Let me see what the results gonna be. You know, back in the day when we was in school, there's always somebody that was egging a fight on, egging somebody to do something on, always. So that's what America has become, a big ass instigator, and people suck that up and they figure out if I can get people to see me do the most ignorant shit, if I can put my whole foot under a car and let the car drive over my foot without breaking my bone, just shit like that don't make no sense. People are seeing that. People want to see that shit, and it's blowing my mind. So I got a list of stuff that I just don't understand, man. And I'm just like, help me understand. And this ain't just to no race. This is to all genders and genres of people, ethnicities, all that. This is what I'm seeing all over. I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people in my career. So it's like I see some of the most, man, I see some ignorant shit. And I know I got my aunt that watches this show. And I try not to cuss. I try not to use profanity as much because I can speak well. But some things need to be said, and I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody older who watches the show, especially not my aunt. But some stuff just make me be like, "Are you serious?" I see why. I see why. If everybody familiar with the activist and comedian Dick Gregory, I used to say, why is he so angry, man? You'll see him telling somebody something, and every time he tell him something, he's like, huh? You such and such and such and huh? He was angry. I'm like, yo, why is he so angry? Because he wanted people to understand what's really going on in the world, and y'all are allowing into your mind some of the most ignorant shit, some of the most shit that it doesn't help you grow, and you passing it down from to your kids, and it's just it's a recyclable situation. So I'm gonna see. I got about 15 things on this paper that I'm like, help me understand what is going on, from schools to social media to the whole nine. So let's get it kicking. Let me take a sip of my wine. And this is the first episode of my new studio. So let's get it cracking. All right. Let me tell you something, dudes. This is not all dudes. Disclaimer, this ain't all dudes. I'm telling you right now. This ain't to all dudes, but I'm seeing this. If you in your late 40s, 50s, and on to your 50s, why the fuck are you playing your music so loud with all the windows down and you got bass all in your car and shit like that? Grow up. That's the ignorant shit. Like, you're not 21. I'm seeing dudes in their late 40s, early 50s driving around with bass booming out their cars like they 20. What kind of ignorant shit is that, man? You got all your windows down and you bumping the music like you trying to pick up young girls. What kind of shit is that? Help me understand that. When you get to a certain age, you're supposed to grow up. You're supposed to do things that you didn't do when you were younger. You're supposed to elevate. I'm not saying you can't have your music sounding good, but when you got all your windows down and you got 12s in your car and you bumping and you damn near 60, what are we doing? What kind of ignorant shit is that? But people accept that. Nobody has said, man, come on, bro, you 50 years old. What are you doing? But that's the ignorant shit that people like. That ignorant shit is acceptable. Anybody knows that a dude in his 50s gotta act a certain way. You would hope that he was acting a certain way. Dude in his late 40s, you would hope that he's acting a certain way. But when you got dudes out here and they certain age and they acting as if they're not their age and nobody's saying nothing and they accepting that shit, that's the ignorant shit y'all like? That's the ignorant shit y'all like? Come on, man. Come on. You gotta grow up. We gotta stop some of this shit that some of these guys out here doing. Guys, listen, if you can't grow up, I was about to cuss. If you can't grow a beard, that's what it is. If you can't grow a beard, let it be what it is. If you got hair and you got good, you got hair, but you can't grow a beard, it's cool. But y'all dudes are into doing stuff like y'all women out here. This is the ignorant shit. Like, if you can't grow a beard, why are you trying to fool women into believing one day your face is naked? One day your face is naked. The next you got a full beard like mine on your face. What kind of ignorant shit is that? What are we doing? What are we doing? Men, we have got to really understand how to evolve and how to get older gracefully and be cool with getting old. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get older. So why are you putting yourself in a position, if you hadn't been able to grow a beard all this time, what difference does it make now? And you see dudes putting these fake beards on. You see dudes that's been out, you've been bald for years. And now you want to go get some hair. Come on, just be happy with who you are. Just be who you are. What kind of ignorant shit is that? But that's the ignorant shit y'all like. Y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with you know people doing shit that is not real. Dudes, come on, man. If you can't grow a beard, you can't grow a beard. So what? It ain't the end of the world. If you don't have hair, you don't have hair. It's not the end of the world. But stop doing this ignorant shit. Y'all making this ignorant shit acceptable. Y'all making it acceptable. You fooling women into believing that you got a real beard. So what? You don't got a beard. Come on, man. Come on, man. And nobody's gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. What's cool about putting something fake on your face? It ain't yours. And some people may say, what difference does it make, Dre? It make a whole lot of difference. Because that's not reality. That's not reality. Y'all talk about women and their weaves and all this, but y'all are turning into women. Some men are turning into women's. You got fake beards, you got fake hair. I seen dudes wearing eyelashes, and I'm not BSing. I seen dudes putting on eyelashes. And if you a heterosexual dude, you gotta be a heterosexual dude. If you're putting out there you're a heterosexual dude, you gotta act and move that way. A lot of dudes are being women and women are being dudes. This is the ignorant shit that's going on. I have not listen, let me set the record straight. This is not about gays. This is not about lesbians. So let's make sure that it's clear. This is not about neither party. This is not about gays or lesbian. I have no problem with them. And I don't even have to say that. But there's dudes out here who is doing this ignorant shit, but they claim to be real men. Real men don't do certain things. But people are accepting these things. If you cannot grow a beard, fuck it. You can't. So what? You may not have a beard, but you may have a full head of hair. You may not have a full head of hair, but you can grow a beard. It doesn't make a damn difference, man. But when you're trying to fool people into believing a certain thing, your face was ass naked last week, but this week you got a full mane. Come on, dudes, man. Come on, we gotta stay in our lane. If you a real heterosexual dude, and when I mean stay in our lane, if you're saying I'm a man, then carry yourself like that. All these trinkets that y'all putting on y'all face and these different things that y'all doing, come on, man. Men don't do that. Women do that. That's for the women to do. What are we doing out here? I don't care, I don't care if people don't like what I'm saying. What are we doing out here? Everything is not, it's becoming not real. But the one thing, if you a man's man and you a heterosexual man, it's not about putting on cocoa butter, cologne, lotion. That has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about dudes who actually are doing things that women do. Putting on Bath and Body Works lotion and eyelashes and you're saying you're a heterosexual, you're wearing fake beards and you fake hair. That's not a real man. That's that ignorant shit that people are accepting. You can't say you're one and then doing another. Man, we got to evolve. That's what you're supposed to. If you've gotten older, that should be a blessing. Stop running away from you getting older. You'll get it. That's life. That's life, man. Y'all about to get me upset in here, man. You got to get us. Listen. What happened to love out here? Why are people devaluing love? People are not wanting to be in love no more. How ignorant is that? What happened to love? Why are we letting people devalue love? Why are we letting people dictate what love is? Who has messed up love in the world? Is it men or women? Or is it both? When did it stop being a great thing to be in love with somebody because you love them, not for what they have, but because you love them? You love the way they talk, you love the way they move, you love the way they think, you love them being next to you. When did it stop being, people stop devaluing love? People are devaluing love. What the fuck is going on, man? How ignorant is that? When did that become acceptable for people to devalue love? And what I mean by devalue love, I'm going to tell you. Look at the dating scene. And that says it in its entirety. That means if you're not looking for love, you're looking for things. That means the value on wanting to share something with somebody is leaving. It's gone. You want people for the things that they have, not for what they have inside. People, man, we are people, society. The ignorant shit is society has allowed people to devalue love. And you get enough people on board to do something, then everybody's doing it. I'm so fucking glad, I gotta say these words. I'm so fucking glad I got examples around me that says this is love, man. This is love. I watched my aunt and uncle getting older. He's retiring. You know what I'm saying? And they love each other. And they got beautiful homes. And they doing their thing. When did we start devaluing that type of shit? People, that's ignorant. There's so many people walking around saying, man, fuck love. Oh, okay. I just don't understand how people are allowing people to determine what is good. So love is not good no more. The value of love is not good no more. What kind of ignorant shit is that? That's the new acceptance. That's the new acceptance. You can count on your hand how many times you seen a woman say, whether she's being interviewed or whatever, I want to be in love. I want to find my partner. I want to find somebody to get old with, to have kids with, to have vacations with, to build a foundation, to build business with, to have a home with. What the fuck is going on, man? That's the ignorant shit that y'all like. People are devaluing love, man. Man, y'all got to understand that I see a bunch of stuff. And everything that I see, I keep it right here. And it be so much that it spills out. So I have to speak on these things. Moving on. This is another ignorant shit that people have accepted. Stop trying to educate yourself strictly off social media. Everybody who's on social media don't know what the fuck they talking about. Everybody got some kind of theory or some type of belief or some type of, weird knowledge, and that everybody want to educate themselves off social media opposed to getting a book and reading. Everybody's so quick to say, yeah, what he's saying is the what he's saying is the truth. Hell yeah. And never go check the reference. That's the ignorant shit you like. That ignorant shit is acceptable. Everybody is some certified doctor on social media, but you don't know where they got their shit from, or you just believe it because it makes sense. Stop trying to get your education off social media. Open the book up. If you don't want to read, do like I do. I listen to I try to listen to, matter of fact, I made a goal to myself, 3 audio books a month. Stop trying to educate. That's the ignorant shit. Stop trying to get your your bachelor's off social media. Stop trying to get your master's degree in ignorance off social media. Everybody got something they want to talk about on social media that they have to be that they're so educated on. It's only a small handful of people that know what they're talking about. Come on, people. That's the ignorant shit you like, though. Everybody telling you everybody making you believe something is true. That's the ignorant shit people like. That's the new acceptance. Everybody got something to say on social media. There's nobody that gonna say, nah, that's some bullshit. Everybody think they're a doctor on social media. Everybody think they're a super politician. Everybody think they know something. And people are trying to educate themselves. Oh, you know, such and such said if you raise your big toe up to the left every hour on the hour, then you would never get cancer. What kind of shit is that? But people believe certain things because they're trying to get their education off social media because that's where their attention is all the time. That's that ignorant shit that you like that is accepted. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, moving on. Because I got them all day. I'm getting this shit off my chest. I'm getting it off my chest. Listen, if you're a criminal, know the rules of the street. Whatever the rules are, I'm not a criminal, but whatever the rules are of the street, if you're doing crime, listen to me. Hold on. Listen to me. Huh? Listen to me. If you're doing crime, illegal activity, some shit you ain't supposed to be doing, it's a consequence with that if you get caught. If you in the street, you're doing street crimes, there is a consequence. There's a code, supposedly. So what happens is you need to know the code, and you need to know that if you get caught, you will go to jail. So stop being this super hard criminal in the street, and when you get caught, you're telling on people, or when you got to go to jail, you falling out in courtrooms. That's the ignorant shit you like. But you want to be a criminal. If you're a criminal, be a criminal. And that comes with the consequence, and you know the consequence that's going to happen if that happens. But there's a consequence. Either you're going to die or you're going to jail. Those should be the things that you have in the forefront of your mind. If I'm a criminal, these are the things that go along with it. These are the codes of the street. So when you get caught, don't do the ignorant shit and fall out. Don't do no ignorant shit and fall out or leap over the table to get to the judge. You did this shit. But that's the ignorant shit you like. There's a lot of criminals, the super criminals out here. I'm a super criminal, man. I done killed thousands of people. But as soon as you get caught, you acting like Fred Sanford in the courtroom. You falling out. No, that's the ignorant shit you like, though. If you gotta be a criminal, if that's your occupation, and that's what you choose to divulge in, then you gotta know what comes with that. And you gotta be okay with that. You gotta be okay with that. And that's the problem. A lot of these cats, these young dummies, and these cats out here ain't okay with going to prison. You're not okay with that. So don't do no crime. That's the ignorant shit you like. That ignorant shits of being criminals have become acceptable. It has become acceptable, man. If you can't, it's cliche. If you can't do the time, stay off the streets. Go get a job. That's what you do. Ain't no consequences when getting a job. But you can't be talking about you this super thugged out triple OG slash whatever. And when you get in the courtroom, when the time comes, you got 100,000, 20 trillion years, you falling out or you crying. Don't apologize now, but that's the ignorant shit you like. That's the ignorant shit that's become acceptable. I'm on your ass, man. I'm on your ass. You know what? This is for my black people. Yeah. This is one I gotta say. Black people, stop voting Democrat just because you black. Stop voting Democrat because your mama voted Democrat and been voting Democrat, or your father voting Democrat because they black. You must know about the politicians. You must know the rules in the game of politics. Don't just be a part of affiliated with a party because you think they represent the black people. Or because oh man, that's what black people do. That's the ignorant shit you think, and that's the ignorant shit you like. That's the most ignorant shit ever. How black folks get together and say, oh man, you know what? You black, you voting Democrat, right? But don't know shit about the goddamn politician. Don't know what he or she is saying. Don't know nothing about what's being brought up, what's the solutions, what's being said, what debate was happening over here, what they said in debate. You just voting Democrat because you black. But that's the ignorant shit you like. That's the new acceptance. Don't get mad at another black person because they don't vote Democrat. If you don't know the rules of the game or you don't know what the politicians are bringing to the table, you can't get mad at another black person because they ain't voting what you voting. And the only reason why you voting that is because you black. You don't know shit about what you voting for. But that's the ignorant shit you like. The ignorance, that's the new acceptance. Ignorance is the new acceptance. When you broaden your horizons and you pay attention to what politicians are saying, you know the ins and out of politics. You know, you reading what's on the table. You know what they're trying to pass, what bills are trying. You know. It don't matter if I was maroon. I'm not gonna vote for something because I'm maroon. I'm gonna vote for something because I know what the hell I'm voting for. And I'm gonna be a part of a party that I know why I'm gonna be a part of that party. So black folks, cut the ignorant shit. Stop voting Democrat because you black. If you voting Democrat because you know what you're talking about, cool, I can accept that. But voting Democrat because your grandmother was a Democrat and she's black and your mama's black and your daddy's black and your sister voting, that's dumb. Understand what the politics is. Understand why you voting a certain party or you rolling with a certain party. Excuse me. This is bullshit. That's ignorant, but that's the ignorant shit you like. These stuff that I'm putting out here, these are facts, man. This is just real talk. This is what I've been seeing all the time. Somebody get furious. I had one of my one of the barbers in the shop. His client, I'm not gonna say the barber's name. His client was like, "What you mean you voting such and such and such?" Man, what? Tell me what they have done for black people. Tell me what Democrats have done for black people in the past 10 years. We can go on for days. And a lot of people vote stuff because they're not entrepreneurs. They're not self-employed. So we have a different outlook of all the whole thing. Stop voting black. Stop voting Democrat because you're black. Don't be mad because it's the truth. Don't be mad because it's the truth. Be mad at yourself because you allow yourself to do that ignorant shit. Moving on, moving on. Listen. What is going on with these schools out here? You know, I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. But this is some ignorant shit that I've been seeing. I'm sorry, that I've been hearing. I got a client of mine. I call it, his name is Z Man. Z Man. I forgot his title at high school. Every time I see Z Man comes in the shop twice a month. Every time I see Z Man, he has some more ignorant shit to tell me about what is going on in these schools, what these kids are doing, what they're saying, what these parents are doing, what these parents are not doing, what these teachers are doing, what these teachers are not doing. But this is the ignorant shit you like. These kids are losing out here. That No Child Left Behind, come on, man. If your child can't read and write, or your child can't pass a test, or your child has been absent 100 days, do you really expect them to pass to the next grade? But this is the ignorant shit that goes on. Parents, and this ain't to all parents. That's a disclaimer. So no need for no emotional comment. This is to some parents. The circumstances, I don't know about all parents. Like, I know the circumstances that, sometimes you work in 2 and 3 jobs. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't watch, you're trying to provide for your kids. You don't have no father at home. You're doing your best. But some of these kids and some of these parents are pulling the wool over these parents' eyes. My boy comes in and he said, Dre, some of these kids are skipping 40 days, 100 days in school. And I'm saying, yo, how is that possible? How is that possible? The parent ain't saying shit, but here's the ignorant shit you like. I'm about to tell you. These kids will take their parents' phones. That's what he tell me. A lot of these kids are taking, a lot of black kids are taking these parents' phones. Some Spanish kids are taking their parents' phone and blocking the school's number. And then you got a parent saying, well, I know my child is this is wrong because my child is I drop my child off at school every day. Well, ma'am, let's do this. Grab your cell phone. Now I'm going to call you from this high school and see that the number was blocked. Did you get the call? Because your son or daughter has blocked the number. This is the ignorant shit that's going on in schools because parents are not able to discipline their kids. Teachers are not able to teach. These kids are smoking weed in the bathroom. Another story that Z-Man told me, they didn't took all the mirrors off, all the bathrooms in the high school. But that's the ignorant shit you got because these kids are bringing weed to school and smoking in the bathroom. These kids are wilding out. But that's the ignorant shit that you like. That's the ignorant shit you like because ain't nobody saying nothing. So if they going in the bathroom and smoking weed and the teacher comes in, what y'all doing? And all you give them is detention? Or all you do, you don't suspend these kids? Or you don't get them expelled? What's going on? It's the ignorant shit that's going on. The ignorant shit you like that nobody's stepping up and saying, nah, we can't do this. No Child Left Behind makes sense to a degree. But where it stops is if your child is not showing up for school and missing class and not putting on homework, how are we going to pass him or her? But the ignorant shit is they don't care. Z-Man told me another story. three kids stole a Kia. And this is the ignorant shit right here. 3 kids stole a Kia and drove that car to high school like it was theirs and parked it. And they didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit. Did you think that the school expelled those students? Nah. But this is the ignorant shit that goes on. This is the ignorant shit that people like. This is the ignorant shit that goes on social media that influence kids. These are the ignorant shit that some of these parents are doing that influence these kids. This is the ignorant shit that this world is accepting. Man, listen. If my mother found out that I that I had blocked the school's number, listen, it's gonna be a bad situation. It's gonna be a bad situation. Yeah, it would be bad. Not only just with my mother, probably she'd tell, even though my father and I didn't have a great relationship, she'd probably tell him it would be bad. It would be bad for either me or my brother. So I couldn't even imagine saying, you know what? So the school can't call my mother. I'm gonna block this number. My mother would be livid. And there would be some consequences from the school as well as my mother. But y'all accepting this ignorant shit out here. Y'all accepting this ignorant shit. The ignorant shit you like. That nobody speaks on. That 3 kids stole a car and drove that bitch to high school like it was theirs. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. Kids are bringing weed and smoking in the bathroom, and nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's getting expelled for it. Z-Man told me there's a kid that walk around with a clear backpack. Guess what's in the backpack? Not one damn book. Not one book is in the bag, and the bag is see-through. Ain't nothing in the bag. But that's the ignorant shit that y'all like. Come on, man. When will we look at the ignorant shit for what it is and make a change for what it shouldn't be? Moving on. Hey, man. People are willing to do anything for fame. People are willing to do anything on social media for fame. People will smack their mama. People will beat a, throw a turtle off the bridge. People would jump off a roof. People would set themselves on fire. People would throw water on their boss. People would do the most ignorant shit for likes on social media. And that be the shit that gets the most views. And I don't understand it. Because again, this is the ignorant shit you like. Because if what I'm saying, if America didn't love ignorant shit, then there would not be nobody watching this shit. They'd be like, man, I ain't trying to see that shit, and turn it. But nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying, man, nobody want to see nobody jumping off the roof. Nobody want to see somebody get shot up. Nobody want to see no fight in Dollar General or Walmart. The dumbest shit. I seen the dumbest shit today. The ignorant shit that you like. The ignorant shit that you like. Dude was in Walmart, had a gallon of chocolate milk and a box of Fruity Pebbles cereal. And as he was leaving, all he did was dump in the middle of the store, dump the chocolate milk over his head and threw cereal over his head. For what? And it had 50,000 views. For that ignorant shit that you like, that America has made ignorant shit acceptable. That's the new acceptable. The ignorant shit that you like. He did the most ignorant shit for what? If nobody would watch that shit, he wouldn't have done it. But America has an eye for that. America has an eye for that. People would do anything for likes. Anything. Anything. Some of this shit I see at the gym is just dumb. It's just stupid. Just everybody has to put on a performance. everybody has to put on performance in the gym. Let me tell you something. I've been working out for a long time. I'm certified trainer, certified nutritionist with ISSA. If you didn't know. So if you're working out hard, occasionally you want to post, you have your friend take a video, whatever, while you trying to reach a certain goal. But if you always have a whole production going on, and you always got to show your ass, and you're just showing you did a couple of reps, what are you really doing it for? It's for likes. It's for likes. Like I said before, you can, every time a woman does some type of fitness, look at listen, I challenge you to go on. There's only a certain amount of women. I ain't gonna say all women. There's a lot of women who, when they're in the gym and they about to show them working out, it's always set the camera up, show the ass shot walking away. That's what it is. Show the ass shot. Why come nobody ain't filming just when you about to do either squats or the bench or whatever? It's always the shot set up. It's always the shot set up while you walking away. What do you think that's for? And you go down to that person's page, they got the same shit. Every time they setting up something, it's walking away, you can see my ass. I want you to see my ass. You got to see my ass. Here's my ass again. Here's my ass over here. One more time for the ass. It's for likes. It's for likes. The ignorant shit. The ignorant shit that you like, that y'all love to see. But y'all don't want no inspirational shit. Y'all don't want no inspirational shit. It should be the other way around. How do you get inspired by seeing the same bullshit all day, every day? That's the ignorant shit you like. People, let me tell you something. Moving on, but not moving on. People have low self-esteem. A lot of these people out here have low self-esteem, right? So every time, the only way they can get some validation for who they want to be is to post on social media. And that's maybe to show a body part or do something so egregious that you're going to watch it, and you're going to keep watching, and you're going to keep watching, because they don't have no self-esteem. A lot of these people depend on social media for their self-esteem, but that's the ignorant shit you like. That's the ignorant shit that America said we accept that. People got low self-esteem. That's why they got to post 1 million times in one day. I got to keep showing you the same shit that will get I need that attention. I need that. I need that. I need that. I need that. It's a drug. I need that. I need to be liked. I need to be loved. I need to be loved. This is wild out here, man. This is wild. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. This is the ignorant shit you like. Moving on, man. You know what? There's no originality anymore. There's nothing original no more. There's nothing original anymore. You know, if somebody does something that gets a lot of attention, somebody else gonna try to do the exact same thing. There's no originality about nothing anymore. One thing that I don't understand is, in my age group, we got so many artists, so many R&B artists, so many rappers, so many, just musicians, period, whether it be jazz, anybody, all of our music from the early 80s to now. We got artists that are crazy. There's not one artist in my genre of music, like people that that are famous. Whitney Houston didn't sound like anybody else. Shaka Khan didn't sound like nobody else. Gladys Knight from My Mom and them didn't sound like nobody else. James Brown didn't sound like nobody else. Freddie Jackson, Aaron Hall, Guy, Keith Sweat. Nobody sounded like nobody else. You knew when somebody came on the radio that it was that person. That it was that, and nobody was trying to follow what somebody else is doing. It was all original. But here's where the ignorant shit come in. A lot of young cats, you young dummies, gonna say, "Oh man, you hating on, you hating." Nah, I don't hate on shit. If something is all the way live and it sounds good, cool. I don't care. But everybody sounds the same. All of it's ignorant. Listen to one day, if I'm lying, turn on the radio, and you can't name one artist that sound different from the only artist. Let me tell you something. The only artist that's not on the ignorant shit that I know that stands out, that should be because of the situation that he got into, he should have been able to surpass that and not have that with him for the rest of his life. Chris Brown, you got to get that boy his talent. He's mad talent. He's mad talented. And there's a couple of other artists that are mad talented. J. Cole is mad talented. Kendrick Lamar is mad talented. But listen to the radio. The radio sounds like a clumped up bunch of people who sound the same. And they saying the most ignorant shit in every song. Women sound like dudes. Saying the most ignorant shit. Just the other day, yesterday, I had a client in my chair. It was like, all this time I thought that was a dude that was singing and was a female. But that's the ignorant shit you guys like. Everybody sounds the same. You don't know one person from another. This person's saying how many times they can beat this up and do this with this chick and whatever. And this chick is over here saying she gonna have 5 or 6 different dudes doing this on a song. And this one over here saying I do mad drugs. I stay high all day. I go to sleep high. I'm high when I'm high. I'm higher than the high. All that shit. That's the ignorant shit you like. You can't even know. There's no originality nowhere out here. How many in this young age group can actually 20 years from now gonna be able to go back and watch a concert of some of this ignorant shit? None of these artists is gonna last. You ain't gonna be able to go back to a concert and see the ignorant shit. We can go back and see people in concert. New Edition, Jagged Edge, 112. All these people, LL Cool J. We can still see them because everybody had their lane. And what they wasn't talking about the ignorant shit. There is some ignorant shit that was said, but it wasn't to the capacity it's now because this is the ignorant shit that you like. If nobody liked this ignorant shit that America said is acceptable, it wouldn't get played. The ignorant shit. If you stop and listen, one girl said, "Oh, I'm a demon, Lord." I can't think of the song. I'm a demon, Lord. You a demon, and you telling the Lord you a demon. What are we doing, man? This is the ignorant shit y'all like. The ignorant shit is out here. And people are embracing the ignorant shit. And they're not embracing inspirational shit that means something. People don't want no substance. Like I said about love. What happened to love? What happened to people loving each other? What happened to being in love? It may seem like being in love is, it's like, oh my God, oh hell no. Like it's dirty or something. Y'all accepting this ignorant shit out here. Moving on. Let me make a disclaimer for you, for people out here. This is not about gays. This is not about lesbians. Again, I'm saying this so that people be clear. This is not about gay or lesbian. I have absolutely no problem with anybody who decides to do whatever they want to do. But I'm going to tell you something. Women are doing what men are doing, and men are doing what women are doing. You don't even know who. A lot of times you don't know. Women have to be masculine around men because they're not masculine anymore. They're just not. So women have to trade places with men, and men make it acceptable. They make it acceptable for that ignorant shit. They make it acceptable for them to play a lesser role for the woman to have to play the dominant role. The woman has to be a man in a relationship. Women have to be men, and men are being, and they okay with taking on the role of being a woman. But you say you a heterosexual man. I don't understand that. That's the ignorant shit y'all cool with. That's the ignorant shit y'all cool with. Why do a woman have to be a man? If a woman is a heterosexual woman who wants to be in a heterosexual relationship, why does she has to assume the role of a man because the man don't know how to be a man? Why? Why are some men who say they're heterosexual okay with being something different than what you say you are? That's the ignorant shit you like. That's the ignorant shit you like. That's the ignorant shit you like. Let me say this one more thing. Just because you have friends, don't think that every one of the people you have in your circle that you think is your friend, that they want to see you succeed. Ignorance is everywhere. It's become okay to be ignorant as a first choice. Everybody don't want to see you succeed, man. Everybody around you does not want to see you rise to the occasion of getting better, getting more money, moving to different places, doing different things, enjoying your life. Everybody's not happy for you to enjoy your life. Everybody that you think would be happy for you, they looking at you crazy. Don't think for a second that everybody in your camp or everybody around you, whether it's your family, whoever, that they want to see you get ahead. See, getting ahead means something else to people that really don't have a grounded soul and they on the ignorant shit. See, if you got a grounded soul, you want to see people succeed no matter who they are. I got a friend. I got a real close one. He's my boy. And I ain't gonna say I'm not saying his name because we talked about it. I said I don't want people to know what he's doing. I don't want people to know what he's doing until it actually materializes. Before I say that real quick, a prime example of people not wanting to see other people succeed. You know, if anybody know anything about Shannon Sharpe, you watched him play football. The dude was a monster on the field. He's been on television for forever. He's got a Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. Nobody hated on him then. Nobody hated on Shannon Sharpe then. Nobody called him gay. Nobody said these ridiculous things about him, just going in on him until his podcast and his situation started taking off. Millions and millions of views. Millions and millions of views. Nobody had nothing to say to him when he had 100,000, 200,000, 800,000, a million or whatever. Not until he had the Cat Williams episode. That's when you know people don't want to see others succeed because he did it his way. He did it his way. Now you got everybody wanting to say, oh, I would have did this. I wouldn't let him do that. You got people who never want to see you exceed. But when you wasn't doing stuff that was so noticeable, even though you still may have been getting money, nobody said nothing. Nobody said a damn thing. One of my boys, he's trying to get into an industry that is very lucrative. And he has a bunch of friends that are in this business. Nah, it ain't nothing illegal, so stop it. I'm not going to say the name again of what this industry is. It's an $800 billion industry. And he's trying to get in this industry. And all his friends that he's asked that's in this industry, hey man, just let me shadow you. Let me, just show me the ropes to this. I find my way. Just show me this. All of them, gave an excuse. Gave an excuse. If I can open the door for somebody in anything that I'm trying to do, I'm gonna let them in the door. There's plenty of money in different industries for everybody. So all his friends that he thought, or he, say that he known for a while, why would they not want him to be in the industry? What could they stand to lose because he in the industry? What could they stand to lose because he's trying to make his way for his family on another adventure? It's that ignorant shit that people love to do. It's the ignorant shit you like that's okay to be, that's acceptable. People don't never want to see nobody get ahead, man. And people okay with saying, oh, fuck that, man. I don't want him to do, or I don't want her to do. Man, people are okay with these type of things. And it hurt me because I'm like, yo, why would somebody be a gatekeeper of whether somebody gets into an industry, especially if you call them a friend? But it's the ignorant shit on people's behalf that says, nah, I don't want you up here with me. I don't want you to see, I don't want you to get ahead of me. It's the shit I was talking about. Do black people hate each other? Even when it comes to me in this podcast, there's been a lot of people who support Dre. You doing your thing. I like what you're talking about. When's the next one coming out? A lot of people. But it's always a lot of people who never want to tell you, man, I enjoyed that. Or never want to say, I watched your show. Or, you know what I'm saying? I like that. They're always looking, but never liking. You got people that always look at your videos, whether it's on social media or whatever, and be some people that see it and they see it and they never want to comment, but they always looking. They're looking. Hear how they look. They're looking. You posting. You're doing something great. They looking. They looking. They never want to acknowledge that you're doing something. They don't never want to say, hey, man, to give you the head nod. They never want to say that. That's the ignorant shit most people like, and most people are not afraid to most people are afraid to say that's wrong. But that's the ignorant shit you like. That's the ignorant shit that we breed out here. So when will the time come where people say, enough with this ignorant shit, enough with the obnoxious skits that everybody's doing, enough with the going in the stores and acting a fool, enough with the setup, dating type shit, enough with women saying they need this from a man, or a man saying they need this from a woman that is obnoxious. When is the obnoxious shit gonna be like, we don't want to see this shit no more because it ain't good for our brains, it ain't helping us move forward or nothing? When are we gonna ever get to a place again where it's like, yo, you know what? I enjoy what you had to say. I enjoy what you're doing. I enjoyed your concert. I enjoy, what you got going over here. Man, I can open the door for you. You want to do this? Okay, cool. When will the day come where people view you and say, That was really good. You really got talent. And it wasn't no ignorant shit. It was really good. When you look at your social media tonight, or when you look at your social media tomorrow, whenever you look at it, look at the ignorant shit. Look at the ignorant shit. And tell me, am I wrong? America has accepted and made ignorant shit acceptable. It's the new likable. Ignorance is the new likable. I'm going to say one last thing real quick and I'm out of here. This is to a lot of barbers out here. I've been in the barber industry a long time. This is the ignorant shit that you like. If you're not skilled enough to give your client a sharp edge without either A, pushing his hairline back or her hairline back, or painting his whole fucking head, stop doing what you're doing and learn how to cut a good hairline without using the color wheel of paint in somebody's head, because that paint has misguided a lot of people out here. A lot of people out here, a lot of clients are fooled into believing that their hairline is sharp because you painted it on. That's that ignorant shit. Learn how to define a hairline the correct way and give your client the dignity. And I'm saying dignity because you're not dignified if you go home and you thinking you got this crisp lineup and you get in the shower, the whole shit is gone. So give your client the dignified ability to have a respectable hairline. Learn how to use your clippers without using the damn paint. Without using the paint. So many clients have confused themselves with, man, I need that paint. I need the paint. You got that? You got the black ice? You got that? Not realizing your hairline ain't even there no more. That's that ignorant shit. So barbers, if this is you, learn how to use your effing clippers like they were meant to be used long before this paint shit got involved. If you really a good barber, and you really nice like that, you don't need that. You don't need that. And clients, stop with the ignorant shit. Because you and I both know, once you spray that shit on your head and you go take a shower, if you take a shower that day, if you took a shower that day after that haircut, you know good and damn well that is being washed in your drain. So stop letting some of these barbers that went to painting school paint your whole hairline on, convincing you of that ignorant shit that your hairline is mad sharp. Because I'm here to inform you that is not your hairline. That is a temporary canvas painting on your head. People, I thank you for giving me your undivided attention. I hope you understand a lot what I'm saying, man. Stop accepting this ignorant shit in your life, on social media, or in this world. The longer you accept this shit, the longer people continue to do what they do. And the real shit don't get filtered up to the top. Let real talent and real knowledge filter to the top. Let all the other bullshit wash down to the bottom. Because at the end of the day, you are what you see. You are what you're a part of every day. So if you intaking trash every day, you intaking ignorance and crazy shit, that's all you know. when you intaking educated thoughts, positive ideas, entrepreneurial ideas, positive people, positive way of thinking, positive way of eating, guess what? You become that of what you think. So it says, so a man shall think of is what he is. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been the Dre Morset podcast. I will see you again. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And please, please pass this on to other people. Pass this on. Make this podcast be what it needs to be. Motivation. I'm out.